Yes, boys and girls, welcome back. Right, we're in the garage. There's no bike. It's just the one Hypermotard now because the other one's gone. I've sold it. But what I want to do is try and discuss today what sort of stands that are available and what we can use, and then how I can somehow use all that equipment or some of it to get this bike tucked nice and neatly in that corner so it's out the way so my kids and missus don't destroy it when they're running through the garage. So let's get on with this. Okay, so on the back wheel, everyone's got these spools, different makes, different versions out there. Just pick whatever you want. And obviously these are on both sides, so this is what you just use a normal rear paddock stand to just clip underneath. And yeah, see, the paddock stand just sits like that, clips on. At least it lifts the rear off the bike. But for me to get it in this space, it's a bit tight for me to get the bike over in the corner, and then obviously I've got these barrier protection to get the paddock stand underneath. I can't do it the nose way because the fridge is in the way. So this solution, although I can just have it when I'm working on the bike, it doesn't really help me in terms of storing it. A center stand MX stand doesn't work either because it's too unstable. So the only other remaining option that I've got is this little spider center stand that I've got, and this is what I've used on every single one of my previous bikes, and I've just literally had to buy a different adapter. And I think the same for this, you need an adapter because I think it goes in there, goes around there, then lifts the bike up. So I've got the adapter, big metal thing, bolts, parts, and some instructions. So I'll get this onto the con stand, center stand, and see if I can get the bike jacked up, spin it in the spot, chuck it in this gap. Okay, so I've got the frame bolt out. This is the bolt that was in there, and I've now attached the con stand's adapter. That goes in there. So in theory, this little bracket, so this should go in there and then also fit in, sit around that. So that's nice and solid. So that goes like that. Now all I've got to do is get that adapter onto here and then line it all up and then test it out and then make sure I adjust it with this so that both wheels come off the ground and I can spin it. So fingers crossed. Right, let's have a look from this angle. See if you can see. So it's plugged into, it's bolted into the frame, into the constants, it's bolted into the frame. This just sits nicely, neatly in there. However, this, I've got it all down to the bottom, which lifts it up, which lifts this up. And that is the maximum this one moves. I've got a really old constant, so maybe that it doesn't have the range, but yeah. I mean, the wheels are still on the bloody floor. I can sort of like drag it. So I can drag it. It's fucking, and this part on its own was about 140 quid. Then I got stung with some UK taxes, fucking Brexit. So I worked out about 180 pound, and I think the whole constand with the adapter worked out about 300 quid. So I should have just bought a new fucking stand and sent this with the 950 guy. For fuck's sake. So did I achieve what I wanted to do at the beginning? Get the bike in that corner? Yes and no. Yes, it's in the corner, but it should be a lot easier to just lift the bike up and wheel it over. Shuffling it along would work, which I have managed to get into here, but because I've got this anchor, ground anchor here, and it's the world's biggest dirty chain, I've got to lift the bloody wheel over it or reverse it in a bit. But it's in the corner, it works, so you know, it's a little bit protected. And the final touch is, yes, my little blight blanket. So this just sits over the bike, stops anything falling onto it from the cupboards above, stops the kids running into it, scratching it, bumping it. So yeah, bit of a weird video. I've done what I wanted to do, but that constand doesn't really help me to do anything else. So drop your comments in, tell me what setup you got working for you guys. See if any of you guys got constands, and do the usual, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.